Okay, hi, my name is Samya. I'm a speech and language pathologist. I'm also a sensory intuition certified therapist and a qualified special educator for children with learning disabilities. I'm the co-founder for 5 pediatric therapy services centers. And currently, I travel across the country and I do trainings for professionals across, fields of physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech and language therapy, psychologists, and special educators. I primarily work with a lot of families, focusing on parent empowerment, because that's my biggest passion. How we can involve parents as part of the whole process that we are engaging into help that child. So that's the work that I do now. So I think with 5, it was fairly simple. I was very clear straight away that my focus was 3 areas. One is the children that we service. So we wanted the children to, and the tagline for our 5, if you look at our was enabling happy connections. So that's what we want. We want to create happy connections so that children will be happy engaging in the learning process. So it's not like a clinic or center where they come and they're dragged in. We want them to come in, be happy with what they're engaging in, be happy with the experience that they have, that they would want to come back in. It's the same with the families, right? So there's so much that's going on with the families also. We want to, be a place, a safe place for families where they can come in, foster with the, support that they need, foster the opportunities for them to enable that happy connection with their child, with the therapist, with other parents, with the family. So we wanted to make sure that we wanted to focus on the child, we wanted to focus on the families. It's not just the need of the family for the session, but how can we actively engage them so that as much as we want to make the child independent, we want to make the family independent and not be dependent on the therapist the rest of the times. And then we looked at the team, right? As a therapist, I know that, when I got out of college, there was so much of learning I had to do. And back then in 2005 or 2001, when I finished my master's, we had to go outside the country and do all our trainings. So we wanted to bring that learning experience that help therapists and professionals widen their horizon. So we wanted to give a working environment where they constantly have a platform to learn more, expand their learning experiences. And we wanted also to have an environment which was world class. I personally don't believe in the cabin format of therapy setups. So we wanted to have learning environment. So we never had OT and speech room. It was one room would have your vestibular professor equipment, one would be audio visual, one would be a room with nothing. So we had large spaces. We had our minimum size of our centers across the 6 centers was 3,000 square feet. We wanted spaces with gardens where children can get out, family feels comfortable. So it was not just about world-class facility, it was also about a space that again was happy for people to come to. And I think that's what's, got us going. Also, I must talk about the documentation. So from the first time of everything was always documented. And that helped us see the progress, and that also helped the family transition, whether they were moving cities, therapists, they had enough. They didn't have to go and start fresh again, explain everything again. They already have a starting point for the next person who's going to take on or support the child. So I think first thing you just, I always constantly try and, see it at education institutions can do is, first of all, when you're having your internships, right? You need to go out to private clinics. I know because when I was, an intern, we went to government mandated places, or we went to hospital setup, or we did not go and see how a private practice functions. We did not have the experience of seeing what goes on over there. While yes, I understand that even in my private practice at 5, we won't allow an intern to handle the family, but that's an experience. We had interns come in, observe what we're doing, understand what we're doing, learn from the therapist. So I think constantly having that connection between academic institutions and private practitioners, because we're on the field, right? We do that field work, and there's so much the caseload that we see, the variety of families that we meet with, the challenges that we face, and that's the training that I do now. And I wish the educational institutes who do that training and bridge that gap between, being a student, which is so different with your supervisors telling you what to do, to getting out into the real world. So having private practitioners come in, and engage with the students, maybe have guest sessions, not just as conferences, but on an ongoing basis. Have the students go out and see what other places look like, how it functions. Because there's so many challenges to either working with a team, working with an organization, aligning your individual goals along with the organizational goals, or even wanting to start your own setup. So it's such a big world there with so many possibilities. So I think it's important for us to explore AutoCAD.